Hey, Collective, it's Anne Marie. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I thought we'd pull some cards to see what kind of energies are going on around you right now. What are the energies around you? Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, divine beings, source of light energy. Can we please get some messages of clarity for the energies around you? Wow. Well, I'll say. Confusion. No good ones. Giving too much. Hard to get. So we have confusion. You don't know what you want, so you need to clarify before you get involved. No good ones. There is someone out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. Giving too much. You are depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. And then hard to get. You are missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. Which is interesting. You may have been in the energy before that you were a people pleaser, that you gave too much in connections or in relationships, friendships, whatever it was, and you overgave and you overgave. And you've broken that cycle. You've realized that you may have been a little codependent and people pleasing or whatever, resonates for you. So whatever doesn't resonate, just leave the rest. And Spirit is saying is that there has to be a balance in reminding yourself that though you are no longer a people pleaser, that you have firm boundaries now, there may be some underlying beliefs that, well, now that I've healed and grown and all that, I can't find anybody, or I'm not having good matches or good connections, whether it's friends or romantic relationships, right? And Spirit is saying is that this kind of like whatever your higher power is, the universe, it confuses the universe because on one hand, you're saying, I have balance now. I'm no longer a people pleaser. I know what I want. And because I know what I want, there's like no good ones out there. The energies that I'm, encountering aren't in alignment with me. And it's like you want, we'll just use love for an example, okay? Even though I don't do love readings, but all about love. Let's say you want love and you've healed a lot of those wounds surrounding what love really is, right? And so now you may have this false sense of belief that you're never going to find someone that matches you. And so it's like it's something you want, but then you're contradicting yourself, saying that there's no good ones out there. It's confusing the universe. It's confusing your spirit team. Like, okay, you've done the healing work. You want to find friendships or romantic love, but then on the other hand, you're saying there's no good ones out there. That there's none that are aligned with you. By saying there's none that are aligned with you, that there's no good men or no good women or no good authentic friendships or whatever it is, you're calling that into you. And so there may be a looky-loo or someone on the outside that maybe want, to connect with you on some level, but they may feel as though you're hard to get because it's confusing. It's a confusing energy where it's like I got all kinds of neighbors now that have dogs. But it's confusing, Spirit is confusing possibly some energies around you. You say you want to find connections, honest friendships, authentic romantic partners on one hand, but on the other hand, you believe that there's none out there for you to obtain or for you to meet. And so Spirit is saying that you may be projecting that. You may want to look at your beliefs, your false beliefs that you have that there's no one good out there for you. And there's more than one person for each other. There's not like, I don't believe in just like one person. I think there's many people out there that could be easily and equally yoked with your newer healed self, right? Spirit is saying that for some of you, you may be afraid. You may not realize this, but you may be afraid to actually get into a connection or start new friendships or meet new people because you've done all this work and you like who you are now. I can relate to this, actually. This is interesting. You really love who you are now, and you don't want no one to come in, and you don't have to deal with other people's energy. You don't want no one to taint whatever it is that you got going on, right? And so, again, I'm repeating myself, but you have to have an honest conversation with Spirit and yourself about, okay, am I really ready, for friendships or romantic relationships? Am I afraid to have my boundaries tested if they are? Am I worried about if I'm going to stand 10 toes down on this new version of myself? Because I'm saying to the universe and spirit that there's, well, I've done all this work. There's probably no good ones out there for me, I've caught myself saying this. Just funny. What else do we need to know about some energies around us or ourselves, spirit? You don't really believe there's a match for you. Have an open mind, not compatible. Yeah, it goes back to this no good ones. You feel like maybe there's no one compatible. Maybe it's the spaces that you're going into or your expectations. Have you tried a pottery class? Have you tried going to a new bookstore? Have you, are you putting yourself in those spaces where you may find friends or romantic connections? I also believe, and a lot of us know this, that when you go purposely looking for something, you're not going to find what you're looking for. You're going to find the unhealed version of yourself, right? And so, for some of us, believe that. So Spirit is saying, just take an honest look at yourself. Like, what do you really want? What are your fears? What are your concerns about inviting new people into your life, whatever space it is, right? So we need to know anything else? What does our wandering heart want us to know? What does the wandering heart want you to know, Spirit? Came right to you. Number 12, which is 3. Honeymoon. Hey! I mean, the cards don't lie. Right. And the swans, I believe they mate forever. So there is good things coming on the horizon for you, especially if, you're looking for love. Just remember, don't look for love in all the wrong places. And sometimes the wrong places is our old beliefs about ourselves and our old beliefs about our expectations and connections. Trust that you've done the work. Trust the process. Trust your intuition. And be mindful of what you're speaking out into the universe. If you think there's no good men out there, no good women out there, or beings or whatever it is you're into, whatever, that's legal, then that's what you're going to get. If you think you're never going to meet anybody that's equally yoked with you, then you never will. If you keep talking about all the things that aren't going to happen in your life, then they're not going to happen. Speak the abundance. Speak as if you already have it. I am so grateful for the abundant, honest, and authentic connections that I have in my life right now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Mother Earth. I'm so grateful for all the amazing, honest, authentic, loving, honest, caring, I keep saying honest, individuals in my life, right? Speak into existence. I hope you're healthy and happy and full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm. Have